mean, I think it's not giving up to leave, right? I think I always emphasize the fact that like so many people did leave and then came back and then brought what they learned from somewhere else to creating, creating spaces in the Rio Grande Valley where the community could survive and thrive and celebrate each other and support each other through things like the AIDS crisis. And so I don't think it makes you like cowardly or wrong to want to leave, but I do think that your family comes first, your safety comes first, and we don't know what's going to happen a year from now. And there is a lot of, I think it takes a lot of courage to stay in a place like in a place like the Rio Grande Valley or a place like Texas. I think it takes a lot of resilience and a lot of creativity to figure out how to be in community here and how to be visible here. And I think that we have the power to change the world around us by doing that, but not at the expense of our safety and our children. So whatever decision people make, I think, there have been cases where queer people have had to leave their country because, and no one would tell them that they were wrong for not staying. But I did want to mention one thing that I forgot to talk about was that down, Brownsville Market Square, which is just walking distance from here, was one of the first sites for trans visibility in the Rio Grande Valley. Starting in the 1960s, a lot of trans women would congregate there and be visible there, and a lot of them did survival sex work because they couldn't get regular day jobs due to discrimination. And so when I think about, because we've thought about leaving too, one of the things I think about is these trans women, they used to call them marqueteras, right? And when the gay bars started opening, they would come and compete at some of the local drag pageants and drag competitions. But what courage they must have had and what it must have taken for them to go out and be themselves at a time when nobody was talking about that, when nobody was accepting that, when they could very well be killed, and a lot of them were. And a lot of people have told me that seeing those marqueteras is what inspired them to be their true selves. And so when we stay, we have the power to be that. But again, not at the expense of our family, not at the expense of our